to the biggest game of the year, the last game of the season, a winner-take-all single-game NBA Final. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And with us tonight, the author of the 700-page book of basketball, a must-read, Bill Simmons.
It's great to be here, and everyone wants me to rewrite that book, but I don't have it in me. So much has changed in basketball over the last 9 years. I got to redo my Hall of Fame pyramid, but I can't sit down and do it, Kevin. I think it's going to last.
How long did it take you to write that?
It was 3 years of my life, and I was younger. Now it would just be coffee all day, trying to stay awake for it.
About a New York Times bestseller for multiple weeks.
It was number one.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
great. And it taught me that I knew people love basketball, and I think we've seen this decade as basketball has just blossomed into something much bigger than I think it's ever been. I could tell with the book, people liked it.
We've got the visiting team and the home team. Single game elimination format, and they hold the all-important home court advantage. Can they take advantage?
And this is the payoff for the work you put in during the regular season, getting to play this deciding game in your own building. And these fans, I'm telling you, are ready to carry them.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin Durant is much improved as a defender, and maybe it's some overdue appreciation, at least as he sees it. He said, people are starting to recognize me as more than just a scorer. I've been trying to shake that rep since 2012. I look to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A two-way player to be sure, DA. Thanks. Ball all fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Antetokounmpo out there with Z, then it's Ball, then it's Anthony, and it's Durant in at the 5 spot.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Now here's James. Pass the ball.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
From 11 feet away, off the left rim and out. Here's Williamson. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offer scholarships in esports. I did not know this, and that number is probably only going to go up.
Yeah, and it makes sense too. What's more popular, esports or water polo? No offense to the water polo players, but come on.
These kids love it. They cannot get enough of these games.
No, we should have, every college should have esports.
Here's Ball. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And here is Tatum. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Durant kicks to Anthony. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here's Tatum. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Ball kicks to Durant. Outside Anthony. Jacks up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Anthony's got 5. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. James with it. And the pass to Ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, the WNBA, the G League. A pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check. As
Sign
Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC. Cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
To the middle. And the dunk by Bamba.
You really couldn't ask for a better finisher for that play. Bamba able to go above and beyond there. It makes him a humongous target.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here is Durant, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Kevin Durant, number 1. And, of course, LeBron James.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Ball with it, now guarded by Ball. Ball kicks to Tatum. Clock at 6. Ball against Ball. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Anthony, banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 7. Gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Ball against Ball. Outside Tatum. Pass to Jay. Just 5 on the clock. Ron right side over Anthony. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Gone 6 of 9. Shooting it well. Bill, we know in your writing that you love to incorporate pop culture references. How did that begin with you?
Well, it began because in college, I was dropping them in columns and people were responding. I think pop culture probably mattered more when I was in college in the 80s and 90s because, we didn't have the internet back then. It was harder to connect with people you didn't know. Basically, you had sports and pop culture and politics. Those were the 3 ways of, I'm getting to know you. What are the 3 things we're going to talk about? I didn't want to talk about politics with anybody, so the other 2 things for me were sports, pop culture. I was also an only child in the 70s with only 5 or 6 TV channels, watching Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Sanford and Son, Jefferson's, Good Times, all that stuff. And, that stuff just soaks into your DNA.
Williamson, the pass to Ball. To the inside, and stolen by Tatum. Ball against Ball. Tatum wide open. He knocks down the ball. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
And Tatum, good at shooting when he's in rhythm. Measuring shots as soon as that pass touches his hands.
Pass to Durant. And it's good for 2. Durant's got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's the pass to Barrett. Now here's Tatum. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 8 points for him.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only one ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them, and they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington, and then the year later they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. Was probably the most famous NBA game ever. The kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. But triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When Durant gets inside, 9 times out of 10, he's going to score or get fouled.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Bill, a top advisor for the U.S. High School Athletics and Activities Division, recommended that schools adopt esports programs. What's your take on that?
I'm all probably my son's only chance to go to college, so I really hope it happens. Now, listen, the world changes every decade, and you got to change with it. And the reality is esports is one of the biggest things we have now. And if you're under 15, you're way more likely to play video games and be good at that than you are to do anything else. So why wouldn't we be able to benefit from that? The whole esports in general, just the audiences they're getting, and as a spectator event, that's been building. So why wouldn't that work for college?
Here's ABC. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He tries for 3, and it's Fox with the rebound.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without foul.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now, here's Fox following the shot by Kevin Durant. Fox passes to Barrett. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Young kicks to Durant to stop the run. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Shot clock doing its thing. He times it out perfectly.
And don't go away. We'll be right back. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Hot right out of the gate, generating some early confidence and building on that lead.
Jay out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Tatum. Then there's Buckets. And it's Antetokounmpo. And at the center, locking down the middle. Young is out there with Sexton. And it's Durant. And it's ABC. And it's Mobley in at the 4. Free throw drops for Durant. Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out,
they embraced the
Yeah, I think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they want to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain is better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
They've got Jason Tatum. Jay out there with Fox. Then there's Buckets. And it's Antetokounmpo. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They've got Young. He's out there with Sexton. ABC is out there with Durant. And it's Mobley in at the power forward position. Tipped away. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Sexton, the pass to Mobley. Now the dish to Young. Good on the bucket. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, it's hard to close off the lane.
Passes it to Jay. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's Durant with the rebound.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
Pass to Mobley. Here's ABC. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. A nice shot by Mobley. Bill, one shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a three. He's got the pull-up pissy jumper, as he calls it. He can go into the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number one choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top five?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you know, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense scorer I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about it from one play, and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up, or he's running off the screen. It's a lot almost like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where, yeah, you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get out of my way guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolute
Score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
Here's Irving following the score by Mohamed Bamba. To the paint. Curry looking it over. Wasted no time on that one. Curry's got his first basket of the night.
Beautiful pass. LeBron, fun to watch. Intelligent, outstanding read.
The 11-footer, and that one's good, Irving.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life, and I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they've got to say.
Yeah. I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. You know, some of the guys try to protect their images and their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree, but for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast. If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge stuff. You're going to have to.
You challenge people, that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and we're going. And you got to be ready.
That's how Larry King used to do it.
Yeah. So some guys are ready. Like Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk, and we did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, somebody like Kyrie came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it. And those are usually the best ones.
That one goes in. 9 points for buckets.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Right side Durant, pass to Sexton. Just his first attempt. That one goes in. Sexton's got his first bucket in this one.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
There's the pass to Barrett. Connects from three-point range.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Irving passes to ABC. He kicks it to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Growing up, KD wanted to play for his favorite team, the Toronto Raptors, which featured his favorite player, Vince Carter.
The free throw drops for Durant. So Durant nails them both.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Curry kicks to Bamba. Passes it to James. Inside, here's Barrett, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Here's Williamson. It's tipped.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Now, here's Curry. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. James outside. Over Durant. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Count that bucket. Durant's got 18 points in the game.
It's been this way all game, I'll tell you. Durant putting on a clinic.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. for Jay. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barrett the pass to ball. Kicks it to Kerr. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And stolen by James. Now, here's Bamba, defended by Durant. Nice shot there by Bamba. He has 6.
And even though Bamba needs to add a lot of strength, he does have the body control to convert through contact.
Here's Williamson. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the 3 ball is good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Bill, what a pleasure to have you with us. Great as always to hear your thoughts, your commentary. I hope you join us again soon.
I'd love it. Anytime, Kevin. Tell me.
Thank you. And Smitty, so great to have Bill with us, a guy who's ahead of the curve creatively.
Kevin, he was a pioneer in blogging, Emmy nominated for his work on documentaries. The guy never stops thinking of new ways to produce content.
Durant with the steal. Lobs it up for Anthony. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Williamson, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Z. Gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Ball, the pass to Barrett, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, the defender all over him. Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits the second from the line. Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Fox against Young. Fox kicks to Tatum. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Misses off the right iron.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
Shot's good from Young.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The away team leading by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out the visiting team. They knew Game 1 might be a hard-fought struggle, and tonight certainly has been that. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half to try and capture a 1-0 lead in this championship series. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, that one guy, Kevin Durant, he's okay. Took a lot of flack for leaving OKC, and we've all discussed that. But whether you disagree or agree with the decision, you got to agree with this. The way he's playing tonight, his performance is outrageous.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Their defense has been practically non-existent. Sure, they faced a team that got hot. You can even say a bit lucky at times, but no one is stepping up on D and taking anything away. Have some pride. Don't let a guy shoot like that in your face.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really value each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. LeBron James is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Jay. Then it's Bamba, and it's Ball in at the point. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Yeah, and when Tatum is scoring this efficiently, it can almost be like an avalanche. He can completely overwhelm defenses with his versatility offensively. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Is no good. And 61% showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass the ball. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's LeBron. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, LeBron.
You know, maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectation here at the pro level.
Ball dishes to Anthony. Back to Ball. Here's Williamson. He has 6. Yes, that goes in. Z's got 8 points.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots, you are in rhythm.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That sends Mohamed Bamba to the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant. free throw, no good.
The raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 21. Bamba, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Durant. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
Ball kicks to Tatum. James outside. Just 5 to shoot. And James throws it down hard.
That one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Habit. Now, here's Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Durant with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Here's Williamson, but he recovers it to the right side. Here's Antetokounmpo. Offline with his 3. Gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Down low. Tatum's shot is off.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Bounce pass from Durant. Pass to Williamson. To the paint, and to Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Tatum.
Ooh, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity. Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 12.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
And stolen by LeBron. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Irving passes to length. Here's Williamson. He's got 8. Out to the right wing. Sexton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Basket good. Antetokounmpo's got 16.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
A steal, and here we go. A baseline J, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Out left to the wing. Here's Langford. LeBron grabs the miss.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Williamson. The pass to Antetokounmpo. He kicks to Irving. Five to shoot. Fires for 3. That's tipped.
And Ball using those long arms arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Chalk up 2 there.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one's good, Irving.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Here's Jay, back to Fox. Off target from 3-point range. Gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Picked him clean. Finished off the break.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Tatum against Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. From beyond the arc, gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Curry. In the corner, Tatum with it. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 16. Fox passes to Jay. Outside Tatum. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And it's about the versatility that Tatum offers, particularly offensively. He can guard and play multiple positions on the floor.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Williamson. The kick out to Young. Gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Jay, the pass to Antetokounmpo. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Antetokounmpo finds Young. Out to the wing. Drops in the tray.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Jay. Outside Curry. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. Gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Williamson, boom, he jams it straight down.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Fox passes to Jay. .36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 30 points for Jason Tatum. Gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Young against Fox. Now, here is Young. He's got 11. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Tatum. Antetokounmpo, no good.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? The home team up 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. We've got Durant. Young is out there with ball. Then there's Z. Now Durant. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
With his size, KD almost unstoppable from mid-range.
Fox kicks to Bamba. Now the pass to Fox. Passes it to Barrett from deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That can happen when the energy gets turned up, the stakes gets raised. Bad miscue.
Anthony's checked in for Young. To the middle, here's Durant, and Kevin Durant with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. In the corner, Bamba with it. Pass to Barrett. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
And that one misses. Gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. He dents the rim with a two-hand slam.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? He does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Ball, the pass to Durant. Anthony in the corner. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the pass to Barrett. Back to Tatum. Count the basket. Tatum's got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Anthony gets to Durant. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 8 rebounds in this game. The kick out to Tatum. A pass to Fox. Latrey. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Z's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Fox dishes to Bamba. Down low.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, there's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He is not happy with the perimeter defense. He said, guys, our three-point line is too lax, and they're getting wide-open shots. Got to get over screens and get on top of them and get them off the line. We'll see if they get the message, guys.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Overall, it hasn't been pretty for his team, but he has shot the ball well.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Man, and Tatum gets up, punch these alley-oops, has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And here is James. Passes to Jay. He's looking for James and finds him. The lead pushed to double digits. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Anthony kicks to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Durant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 28.
Well, as good as Durant is on the perimeter, this is where he hits for an absolutely insane percentage.
Ball, the pass to James. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Ball dishes to Anthony. Pass to Williamson. He feeds it to Durant. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. A 3-ball. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He just can't get it cranked up from beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting 1 in the first.
And that one's good. Williamson.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them. Late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
A pass to Ball. To the paint.
And right now, Bamba's still working on the offensive side, but the intent is there. Able to draw that foul.
First free throw is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Ball with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Ball kicks to Tatum. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You got to avoid fouling Tatum in those situations. He's very clever at getting the defense to kind of bite when he attacks.
And that one falls for Tatum. He's perfect from the line this time. gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. James against Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. 13 feet away. No good from Durant.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Ball with it. Outside Tatum. Back to Ball. Trains the three-pointer.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Jay. Clock at 6. Back to Tatum. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Young's checked in for Ball. And so here's the home team. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Ball in the corner. It doesn't go for him. Good defensive work there by Young. Here's Williamson. James covering. And it's Williamson missing.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Now, here is Young. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Pass to James. Over Williamson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th. Right around 46-47%. To the inside, Tatum. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 1:37 left in the 4th. And Young kicks to Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum. He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits. Free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Ball kicks to LeBron. 13 feet away. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to LeBron. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, this is where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Young against Ball. Here's Williamson. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. Good on both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Jay Covered by Anthony. Excellent D there from Anthony.
And this is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
Yeah, for sure. They need a quick score and a foul just to have a chance. I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
And now we've got the intentional foul. The first, and that puts them up by 5.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Good shot.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And both free throws good for Anthony.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
And so Brad Stevens decides to call timeout. Guys, what's your take?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Here is Durant. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
And so Brad Stevens decides to call timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
Outside Anthony. Buries the triple. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now, here's Ball. He kicks it to James. For the win. Shot is good. But, it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And don't start the celebration just yet. They're going to have a second look at the replay monitor and see if it got in. This one's over if the original ruling of a basket stands. But we'll see.
And listen, in a critical moment, this is the NBA Finals. The officials have to be 110% certain they've got the call right.
as they celebrate, you can just see the relief, the exhilaration that comes from winning it all.
You have to hand it to the entire organization. They work together to get right here.
And guys, what a reward for the fan base. I mean, I know one thing. They're going to enjoy this memory for a long, long time.
And we have enjoyed our time with you folks all season long. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. Have a wonderful summer.